Hi there, and welcome to What's on the Menu. This month, we're discussing Age My Way, ways that we can focus on staying healthy and aging in our communities. And an important part of that is getting healthy food into your home. I'm Allison with Senior Resources, and I'm going to talk on this topic a little bit with you today. And I hope that you can contact me with any questions or concerns, or maybe a little help getting through these steps. So first, we want to look at 100 years of grocery shopping. So if we think about this year's 2022 and back to 1922, 100 years ago, people were still were grocery shopping then. When I was preparing this timeline, I even thought about, back further than that and hunters and gatherers and everything else. But let's just look at 100 years. And we did have grocery stores, but we had them a little bit more local to us. And we were sometimes shopping in specialty stores where you went to the butcher for the meats, or a different stand for produce and vegetables, or a different place for breads. So it was just about in 1920 into 1930 when it became a little bit more well-rounded grocery store with a lot of stores selling a lot of different products. But certainly that was, the whole grocery store was the size of one aisle now in our grocery stores. So over the years, those grocery stores decided it was hard for them to make money by getting everything themselves individually and not getting great prices. So they joined forces and became regional chains of grocery stores. So then if we think about grocery shopping in the 1970s, and I remember some of that, there were a lot more regional stores or chain stores, or the same brand of store that was provided in multiple communities. And it became very popular to use coupons. And we saw SNAP expand significantly all across the country in the 1970s, even though SNAP started in the 1930s after the Depression to help people get nutritious foods into their home, to afford those healthy foods. It really became a nationwide impact in the 1970s. And then we went into where we are today, which changed significantly during the pandemic, as did so many things. But now we're using so many forms of technology to order foods, to have them delivered to us. What kinds of specific food items can we get? Or do we want to go to one store that has everything and then have it shipped to us? So there's a lot of things that I'm going to go through some examples today, and I really encourage you to give it a try. And if you have any questions, to discuss them as we go along. So before I get to those other websites, I did want to highlight the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. So the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program is based on income, but for older adults, it's much easier to apply. You don't have to do the paperwork as often, and the income limits are slightly more lenient, and you can account for some of your other housing and living and medical expenses that kind of play into why you don't have a lot of money to buy groceries. So as I said, it was started in 1933, and it's expanded and is simplified and become very interesting over the years, so that it really looks like a debit card when you go to the grocery store. Now I'm going to stop sharing. Hi, there I am, and reshare the websites that have this information. So because there's actually something really exciting on the ct.gov website, that as of May 18th, which is the day after tomorrow, there'll be another expansion of the supplemental funds that are going into people that are currently on SNAP. Will be receiving additional dollars to spend on foods to keep their households healthy. So the SNAP application and information on ct.gov, you can apply through here. We can help you through our benefits enrollment centers. And this is a lot of the information on what it's doing statewide to help people. All in all, it comes down to about a $95 per month increase for most households, which is quite a bit of money. The other thing that's really great is that since we are shopping online a lot more often, initially you could not use SNAP benefits for that shopping. And now they're really doing a push to expand what places do accept SNAP. And the SNAP card it's just like a little plastic, looks like a credit card, the EBT card, that can be used at so many more places now. So they have a lot of them listed here. It was initially just like Stop and Shop or ShopRite and Walmart, but a lot of them are allowing people to use those fees. Now, SNAP is only used for food. So you can't buy laundry detergent or those other types of items that you would typically buy at the store with your SNAP dollars, but you can use them to buy food. And that's a great thing about it. So here's the Elderly Simplified Application Project, meaning that we do want to make it easier for older adults because many adults qualify and have not applied, and therefore they can. So please call our office if you, oops, I didn't want to stop sharing. If you need assistance with that. Sorry, I'll go back again. But I wanted to show you some of the other websites that are interesting to use. This is one up in the Northeast area, Mountain Dairy. And then there's several other dairy farms that have gotten into doing their own delivery programs. So they actually have a refrigerated truck and a milkman or milkwoman who comes around and delivers the groceries that you've ordered to your store, to your home. So they deliver to all of these towns, and you place your order online, and they carry a lot of things more than milk even, such as yogurt and sour cream and any other kinds of things that come from the farm. So you order those. Another program that has become popular and I use personally is Instacart. In this provider, you can shop at any of these different stores, and you're basically sending in a person who is, your shopper for the day to do that shopping for you. You click, when you look at any of these grocery stores, you're looking at what's happening at that store. So you can shop the deals that they have, or you can go by what you would normally buy. And so say here, if I wanted to order a banana, I'm gonna order a banana. It's 32 cents each. So it all adds up to my shopping cart up here in the upper right hand corner. And then I'd go through information and put in my payment source at the end. So that's a service provider. There's also Schwann's. If you see those trucks driving around, they deliver ice cream. They have some interesting things on their website. One of the things I love with Schwann's is actually their vegetables. They have fantastic frozen vegetables. Whoops, that's not gonna work for me, but they have fantastic frozen vegetables that that's a lot, three 12-ounce bags at $7.69. So that's actually a fairly inexpensive way to get the vegetables. They're high quality items, and SNAP can accept, that Schwann's can accept SNAP. So for these types of items that are SNAP eligible, you can have them delivered right to your home. The other thing I wanted to talk about is certainly an easy way to get nutritious meals available to you at a low cost is through the home delivered meal program or by going to the congregate meal sites. So for people that are 60 or over, these meals are covered through the Older Americans Act. It's a healthy meal. It meets all of the dietary guidelines for Americans. And it's helpful to a lot of people because you can learn cool things of what's going on in your community. You can stay involved in what's going on in your community. There's transportation available to most areas. So a lot of great ways that you can connect with getting healthy food into your home, or you go out and get it. The providers of our areas are TVCCA, CRT, and Estuary Council of Seniors, depending on what town you actually live in. And they do a really great job of getting people a nice healthy meal and a little contact with somebody delivering that meal to you. Okay, so I'm back again, and I'm gonna tell you to give me an email or a call or go through our website with any questions. I'm happy to answer them anytime. I did want to point out some interesting pamphlets that are available. The Academy of Community Living came up with this great little booklet called Tapping into Technology. And it actually goes through some of those questions of like, I don't even know what's the difference between a tablet and a computer and a laptop and a desktop and a HDMI cable and all that kind of stuff. There's all those really great answers in there that can help a lot of folks that maybe are not feeling very technically savvy. And then we've also created this brochure called Food to You, which goes over a lot of the programs that I talked about today, including the Meals on Wheels, home delivered meals. There's other sites that you can order meals from that would be healthy and then all of those delivered grocery options. So it doesn't mean you can't go to the store, or they even have curbside pickup where you can order online and then just drive up to the store and have the groceries put into your car. So I think for older adults, there's a growing amount of opportunities to continue to get healthy foods into your home without spending extra money on those simple, delicious, easy to prepare, back to the basics kinds of foods. And then also the consideration of being able to use SNAP with a lot of benefits that come with that, and that people do very well with that little addition of money to do their shopping. So I hope you've enjoyed our What's on the Menu segment, and I hope to see you next time when we will discuss more healthy eating topics. Take care.